นะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะ It's recording. I would like to address an important issue. Today is 13th of March 2025. It is full moon of the 4th month. I would like to talk to you about an important issue which has become stumbling block for the ordination of women for a long time in my country. Ever since we have been a country for 700 years, ordination of women had never been mentioned until only recently. I am the second generation from my mother. My mother was ordained in Taiwan way back in 1971. And I myself was ordained in Theravada tradition, fully ordained in 2003. It is important that we understand about the issue of removal of stumbling blocks on ordination of bhikkhunis. What are these stumbling blocks or obstacles? Very simple. The obstacles lies with the belief that to be ordained as a bhikkhuni, you must have both bhikkhu sangha and bhikkhuni sangha. Where did this belief comes from? This belief comes from Guru Dhamma number 6, which says that a bhikkhuni teacher who is going to arrange for ordination for her sikhamana, her student, must look for both sanghas, both bhikkhuni sangha as well as bhikkhu sangha, in order to give her ordination. Now, this seeking for both sanghas does not mean that both of them will be doing ordination. The bhikkhuni sangha will do the purification of the antarayika dhamma. There are 24 point of dangers which might become obstacles to ordained life. So this must be clarified by the bhikkhuni sangha. And then the actual ordination is done by the bhikkhu sangha. There was nowhere in the whole text of the Buddhist where the Buddha actually allowed the bhikkhunis to give full ordination to the bhikkhunis. But just the opposite, the Buddha allowed the bhikkhus, the bhikkhu sangha, to give ordination to the bhikkhunis. And this allowance was never lifted up. So therefore, the ordination of women is on the shoulder, the responsibility is on the shoulders of the bhikkhu sangha ever since. Now, my Sri Lankan bhikkhus, argue that, but there are kamavacha for ordination, that the bhikkhunis will have to say the kamavacha of the ordination of the bhikkhunis. It's true that there are kamavacha, or there are verses for the bhikkhunis to pronounce ordination on the candidates. That is a rehearsal. Because this candidate, after being trained by the bhikkhuni sangha, still she was shy, she was not doing anything, she was not doing it properly. So therefore, the bhikkhuni gave rehearsal for her as though she was being ordained in front of the bhikkhu sangha. And then after that, she is taken by the learned bhikkhunis to the bhikkhu sanghas, so that the bhikkhu sangha will give her full ordination. So the upasampada, the sangha karma on upasampada is done by the bhikkhu sangha. In spite of the fact that the kamavacha of ordination is done by the bhikkhunis earlier, we have to understand that sangha karma which is done by the bhikkhunis was or is a rehearsal. Up till today, at my own ordination, I went through this purification of the 24 antarayika dhamma by the bhikkhunis. And the bhikkhunis also recite the kamavacha as though I was ordained by the bhikkhuni sangha. Then I was again ordained by the Bhikkhu Sangha. If the first ordination, if the first Sangha Karma was done properly by the Bhikkhuni Sangha, why do I need a second one? A Sangha Karma is only one that is correct. So this can be explained only that the Sangha Karma which is done by the Bhikkhuni Sangha is a rehearsal. But the actual Sangha Karma that is done by the Bhikkhu Sangha is the actual Upasampada Sangha Karma to be done properly, making announcement. Now once when the candidates were taken to the Bhikkhu Sanghas, they don't need to do the purification of 24 Antarayika Dhammas because those purifications were already done by the Bhikkhunis. So this is how we need to understand how the actual ordination is done. So therefore, in a country where there are no Bhikkhunis, it is the Bhikkhus who actually give them ordination. And it has been the Bhikkhus who gave them ordination ever since the Buddha's time. The Buddha allowed the batches of the female ladies who followed Mahapajapati for ordination. The Buddha allowed them since that time that the Bhikkhus, oh Bhikkhus, I allow you to give ordination to the Bhikkhunis. And that has been continued on even up to present day. So therefore, these stumbling blocks can be removed once for all. And I hope that those who have listened to this very short talk that I share with you with my knowledge and with my life commitment will somehow make you understand what is the proper ordination of the Bhikkhunis in the present days. Suppose there are no Bhikkhunis, how can the candidate be ordained? If the candidate can answer the 24 Antarayika Dhammas to the Bhikkhu Sanghas, in that case the candidate can be ordained. The Bhikkhus just need to ask 24 Antarayika Dhammas directly from the female candidates, just like how they ask 13 Antarayika Dhamma to the male candidates. The same way, they ask 24 Antarayika Dhammas from the female candidates and then give her full ordination, give her Upasampada Kamavaja, just like how they would give Kamavaja of Upasampada to the Bhikkhus. So this is, I think, is the stumbling block which has been blocking the way for the women to be ordained for so many centuries. And it is about time in this modern, by the turn of the new millennium, we need to have a better understanding of the teaching of the Buddha and that the path for the women should be open once for all. Thank you.